The Dimapur Municipal Council (DMC) has notified all business establishments under its jurisdiction to renew their trade licenses for the year 2025 to 2026. The federal government of Nagaland, led by Brigadier Retired S. Singnya Khedage and P. Puthai Lam Kedalo, met with tribal apex bodies in Myanmar's Khamnungan region on May 6, 2025. The fourth off-season Cucumber Festival was held on May 8 at Aliba village in Mokokchung, Nagaland, celebrating over 40 years of pioneering cucumber cultivation. The Nagaland Education Project, the Lighthouse Nectar, has been awarded the CIPS Innovation Award 2024 in the education sector for its Innovative Performance Incentive Grants (PIG) program. Hello viewers, you are watching Nltv English Primetime. This is Shamita Singha. Here is the news in details. The Dimapur Municipal Council (DMC) has notified all business establishments under its jurisdiction to renew their trade licenses for the year 2025 to 2026. The last date for renewal is May 31, 2025. License holders are advised to renew their licenses on or before the due date or to avoid late fines as per the Nagaland Municipal Act 2023 and DMC regulation. No further extensions will be entertained, emphasizing the importance of timely compliance. The Nagaland Education Project, the Lighthouse Nectar, has been awarded the CIPS Innovation Award 2024 in the education sector for its Innovative Performance Incentive Grants (PIG) program. The award, given by the Center for Innovations in Public Systems (CIPS), recognizes outstanding initiatives that bring challenges in governance. Through PIG, Nectar has been provided capacity building support to 1,913 school management communities (SMCs) and school management and development committees (SMDCS) across Nagaland, improving learning environments in government schools and fostering community ownership. The program's success is attributed to the active participation of SMCS, SMDCS and community members who have contributed to enhancing the education system. Nectar appreciates the dedication of SMCS and SMDCS and looks forward to continued partnership. The federal government of Nagaland, led by Brigadier retired S. Singya Khedage and P. Puthai Lam Kedalo, met with tribal apex bodies in Myanmar's Khemnungan region on May 6, 2025. The meeting emphasized the government's commitment to peace in all Naga inhabited areas, including those under the self-administrative zone in Myanmar. This outreach initiative aims to foster unity and stability among the Naga people, promoting peaceful coexistence across the region. The Naga National Council, Federal Government of Nagaland, reaffirmed its stance on maintaining peace and harmony. The fourth off-season Cucumber Festival was held on May 8 at Aliba village in Mokokchung, Nagaland, celebrating over 40 years of pioneering cucumber cultivation. The event showcased the village's agricultural innovation and community spirit, featuring 26 stalls with cucumbers, agri-products, traditional fruit and crafts. Minister Temjen Imna Along praised the villagers' G-Tech cucumbers and encouraged sustainable practices, while advisor Mathung Yanthang commended the farmers' hard work and emphasized agriculture's role in achieving prosperity and identity. The festival included farmer-scientist interactions, traditional games, music performances, and the inauguration of Tungden Ki, one of the world's largest log drums. Outstanding farmers Merenkala Imchen and Limatoshi Kichu were honored for their contributions, highlighting Aliba's success in cucumber cultivation and promoting sustainable practices, innovation, and collaboration in agriculture. The Guwahati Government Railway Police GRP achieved a significant security breakthrough on May 8 night by recovering 2 illegal 7.65 mm pistols and 40 rounds of ammunition from a passenger on train number 15909 DN Awadh Assam Express. Acting on a tip-off, GRP officials conducted a targeted search in coach number H1 at Guwahati Railway Station, leading to the seizure of the firearms. The accused, identified as Jamir Hussain from Sonitpur district, has been legal proceedings initiated against him. Further investigation is currently underway to determine the source and intended use of the smuggled arms. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has appealed to the people of Assam to conclude the Rongali Bihu celebration on a graceful note by cancelling all remaining events scheduled from May 10 onwards. In a heartfelt public message, Sarma thanked citizens for their enthusiastic participation in month-long festivities, praising the unity and cultural pride that define this year's celebrations. Citing the need to wrap up the season with dignity, Sarma humbly requested that all Bihu events be cancelled, allowing for a smooth transition back to daily life. The move is seen as a gesture of national solidarity amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, with security concerns and national sentiment believed to have prompted the request. Viewers will be back after a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching Nltv English Primetime. The Arunachal Pradesh police have arrested 5 drug peddlers and seized 140.15 grams of suspected heroin along with 2 vehicles used in drug trafficking. In a joint operation, teams from Naharlagun and Bandardewa police station conducted raids based on intelligence inputs. MD Sariful Islam 36 from Assam's Bipuria was caught with 48.7 grams of heroin in the Prem Nagar area. Further investigation led to the arrest of MD Shaikh Farid 24 from Lakhimpur and MD Ashraful Islam 23 from Laluk, Assam, with an additional 24 grams of heroin and a Bajaj motorcycle. Meanwhile, Bandardewa police intercepted a Maruti XX4 and detained Miss Kiri Riba 23 from Nirjuli and Techi Maj 27 from Lekhi, recovering 66.75 grams of heroin from Riba. The operations were supervised by SP Naharlagun Mihin Gambo and SDPO Naharlagun Rishi Longdo, with separate cases registered under the NDPS Act. A shocking incident has occurred in the Balapara area of Bajali district in Assam, where a man named Bhaben Roy was allegedly murdered by his younger son Arup Roy over a voting dispute during the recent Panchayat election. The altercation reportedly began when Bhaben expressed anger towards his wife, Anima Roy, for not voting for the cup plate symbol. The situation escalated, resulting in Arup attacking his father with a sharp weapon, causing fatal head injuries after the incident. Arup fled the scene, while Anima attempted to mislead neighbors by claiming Bhaben had collapsed due to a health issue. However, suspicious locals alerted the authorities, leading to an investigation and the discovery of Bhaben's lifeless body. The police are currently searching for Arup in connection with the crime. The Assam government will not hold any celebratory event to mark its 4-year completion of office on May 10. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma announced instead a press conference will be held to highlight key milestones achieved during his tenure. This decision comes amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, prompting the government to maintain a low profile. Sharma urged citizens to reject fake news and comply with official guidelines, emphasizing unity under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. The press conference will serve as a platform for Sharma to reflect on his government's accomplishments over the past 4 years. Manipur security forces has intensified their crackdown on insurgent groups and extortion networks, arresting multiple active cards from various Delhi-based outfits during operations on May 7 and May 8. The coordinated combined and search operation were carried out across Imphal, Thoubal, Bishnupur and surrounding districts. Based on intelligence input, 4 active members of the proscribed KCP-MFL group were arrested from Lamding, Khumanthem Likai under Thoubal police station, and 1 country-made 9mm pistol, live rounds, a grenade, mobile phones and SIM cards were recovered. Additionally, security forces apprehended other insurgents, including Yumnam Vidyasagar Mete of KCP, Noyon MFL, Sagoslem Bobo Mete of KCP PWG, and Hidam Aboy Singh, also of KCP Noyon. In a separate operation, police rescued a kidnapping victim and arrested 3 UNLFP members, seizing a 9mm pistol and other items. The Manipur police also recovered 3 stolen vehicles and removed tinted glasses from 76 others in a statewide drive targeting vehicles-related crimes. Manipur police commandos, in collaboration with Central Security Forces, successfully rescued a kidnapped man, MD Saddam Hussein, and apprehended 3 active guards of the United National Liberation Front (UNLF) Pambe, a proscribed insurgent group engaged in peace talks with the central government. The operation took place near Lilong Bridge along National Highway 102 in Thubal district. The arrested individuals Laisham Amarjit Singh, Khumanthem Motilal Singh, and Yumnam Hitler Mete were involved in the abduction of Hussein for ransom from the RIMS complex in Imphal West district. Security personnel seized a 9mm pistol, mobile phones, cash, Aadhaar cards, and a 4-wheeler vehicle suspected to have been used in the kidnapping. A joint operation by Assam Rifles under Spear Corps, Manipur Police, CRPF and BSF in Tapu Kuki village, Senapati district resulted in the recovery of a significant cache of arms and ammunition on Thursday. Acting on intelligence reports of armed personnel associated with the Kuki Zo tribals, the security forces conducted a 2-hour search operation, recovering 2 bolt-action single-barrel rifles, 1 22 rifle with a magazine, a 9mm pistol with a magazine, 2 9mm live rounds, 7.22 live rounds, and 18 empty 12-bore cartridges. The suspected militants fled upon seeing the approaching security forces, and no arrests were made. The recovered items have been handed over to the Manipur police for further investigation and processing. The Meghalaya government has imposed a night curfew along a 40-kilometer unfenced stretch of the India-Bangladeshi border to curb infiltration, militant movement and smuggling. Effective from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily, the curfew restricts movement within 200 meters of the zero line, bans authorized gatherings of 5 or more people, and prohibits carrying arms or items that can be used as weapons. The decision was made after security agencies alerted the state about possible nighttime movements of militants and smugglers. The curfew aims to prevent cross-border crimes involving armed groups and organized syndicates, with security forces working to ensure the safety and security of the region. The Tripura Government Railway Police GRP and Railway Protection Force RPF has seized 8 sophisticated firearms and 60 empty magazines from 2 unclaimed bags found on the Agartala-Firozpur Express train at Agartala Railway Station. The discovery was made during a routine search by RPF personnel, who immediately alerted GRP and RPF officers after spotting the bags. Preliminary investigation suggests the seized pistols are factory-made, resembling 9mm service revolvers capable of causing fatal injuries if used by trained individuals. No live ammunition was found, and no arrest has been made yet. Authorities suspect the firearms were brought into Tripura with malicious intent and are reviewing CCTV footage. As part of the investigation, in response, GRP and RPF has been instructed to conduct special search operation on long-distance trains to prevent similar incidents. The Tripura police have been actively working to curb the proliferation of illegal firearms in the state. Recently, a Bangladeshi national, Samajpriya Chakma, was arrested in Agartala with a factory-made 9mm pistol, live bullets, and Indian and Bangladeshi currency. In another incident, 2 individuals, Niraj Kumar and Inder Mukhya, were intercepted at the train station with a pistol. Earlier, Railway Police and GRP jointly conducted a raid at Agartala Railway Station. recovering 8 pistols and 16 empty cartridges for the Tripura Sundari Express train. Although no arrests were made, the police are investigating these cases and taking measures to prevent further incidents.
आप सभी को DUI 365 न्यूज चैनल पर स्वागतम है। अगरतला रेलवे स्टेशन से अभी उद्धार हुआ है टोटल 8 पिस्तौल एंड 16 ये मैगजीन, लेकिन कोई भी आसामी को अभी तक अरेस्ट नहीं कर पाया रेल पुलिस ने। और त्रिपुरा सुंदरी एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन, जो ट्रेन दिल्ली से अगरतला पर आते हैं, वो ट्रेन को सर्च कर रेल पुलिस ने जो बिग सफल रहे वो सफल अर्जन किया है। लेकिन वो जो क्रिमिनल है, ये पिस्तौल कौन रख कर गया, ये मैगजीन कौन रख कर गया, इन लोगों को अरेस्ट करने के लिए रेल पुलिस का अभियान जारी है। अगरतला रेलवे स्टेशन से कैमरा गौरंग दास के साथ विक्रम कर्मकर का रिपोर्ट DUI 365 अगरतला।
ऐसा
सर, हमको पता चला कि आज अगरतला रेलवे स्टेशन पर पिस्तौल और कुछ या मैगजीन आप लोग ने उद्धार किया है। क्या कहेंगे इसके बारे में?
ये जब गाड़ी अगरतला स्टेशन आई तो उस समय हमारे ट्रांसपोर्ट पार्टी ने खबर दिया कि सर 2 अनक्लेम्ड बैग जनरल कोच में है। इमीडिएट GRP इंचार्ज, RPF इंचार्ज ऑफिसर स्टाफ के साथ कोच अटेंड किए और उस अनक्लेम्ड बैग को, जो पिट्ठू बैग है, दोनों को रिकवर किया गया। उसके बाद चेक करने के बाद पाया गया कि 4 पिस्टल और 8 मैगजीन एक बैग में और 4 पिस्टल 8 मैगजीन दूसरे बैग में पाया गया।
टोटल सर
टोटल 8 पिस्टल और 16 मैगजीन।
सर और एक बात सर, पिस्तौल ये बरामद हुआ है, लेकिन सर कोई भी सर जो ये क्रिमिनल है वो
नहीं, वो अरेस्ट नहीं हुआ है क्योंकि वो पूरा एम्प्टी कोच ही था, खाली हो गया था कोच। हो सकता है, लेकिन ये जांच का विषय है।
सर रेल कहाँ से कहाँ आने वाला था?
ये फिरोजपुर से अगरतला आती है त्रिपुरा सुंदरी।
तो सर जो सर ये क्रिमिनल है उसको सर अरेस्ट करने के लिए क्या आपका अभियान सर क्या जारी है?
इंक्वायरी किया जाएगा। इंक्वायरी दिन पर DG इंटेलिजेंस अनुराग साहब भी आए थे, उन्होंने भी इंक्वायरी किया है और गाइडलाइन किया है कि कैसे इंक्वायरी किया है। GRP के बड़ा हो और सभी अफसर यहाँ थे। अब आगे जांच का विषय है, जांच में जो आएगा बता दिया जाएगा।
सर प्रिलिमिनरी कुछ लीड मिला है आपको?
नहीं, अभी तक कोई नहीं।
आप सभी को DUI 365 न्यूज चैनल पर स्वागतम है। अगरतला रेलवे स्टेशन से अभी उद्धार हुआ है टोटल 8 पिस्तौल एंड 16 ये मैगजीन, लेकिन कोई भी आसामी को अभी तक।
Viewers will be back after a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching Nltv English Primetime. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha held a meeting with top security officials, including the Border Security Force BSF and Assam Rifles, at his Agartala residence on instruction from the Union Home Ministry. The meeting focused on enhancing surveillance along the India-Bangladesh border, with officials discussing measures to strengthen border security and cooperation. This development comes amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, prompting authorities to remain vigilant on all borders. Multiple decisions are expected to be taken regarding border management, building on existing cooperation between India and Bangladesh's border forces, which have previously held meetings to discuss border issues, fencing concerns, and joint operation to curb trans-border crimes. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh held a high-level meeting with Chief of Defense Staff Gen and Chi-1 and 3 Service Chief amidst escalating tensions with Pakistan. The meeting comes after the Border Security Force BSF foiled an infiltration bid in the Samba sector, killing 7 terrorists and destroying a Pakistan Rangers post. The incident occurred on the night of May 8 to 9, with the terrorists receiving fire support from the Pakistan Rangers formed in Dandar. The BSF shared a thermal image of the destruction, and the force remains on high alert following the Pahalgam terror attack on April 22 that killed 26 people. India has blamed Pakistan-based terror groups for the attack, while Pakistan has denied involvement. Defense strategist expert Uday Bhaskar believes the current situation between India and Pakistan is kinetic, and that political decisions made by both nations following Operation Sindoor will determine de-escalation. Bhaskar highlights an asymmetry in Pakistan, where the army and ISI support tourist groups fueling the conflict. He notes that unlike in 2019, the international community's stance has shifted, with the US disinterested and having a soft spot for Pakistan. Russia preoccupied with the Ukraine war and Europe focused on NATO concerns. China, meanwhile, backs Pakistan as seen in the UN during incidents like Balakot and Pulwama. India's military operation involves joint efforts from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and other domains, with the Navy maintaining dominance in the Arabian Sea. Bhaskar praises India's S-400 missile defense system, saying it has been successful in targeting threats.
और अभी जो स्थिति है इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि एक प्रकार का एस्केलेशन हो रहा है, क्योंकि पहले दिन जब भारत ने अपना जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के तहत जो रिस्पांस हमने किया था, उसके बाद जिस प्रकार से पाकिस्तान ने अपनी जो सैनिक क्षमता है, खास आर्टिलरी और ड्रोन्स का जो प्रयोग किया है और जो उन्होंने टारगेट्स चुना है, इससे हम कह सकते हैं कि एक वर्ग जो है, जो एस्केलेशन लैडर जिसको कहते हैं, कि उसके एक स्टेप, एक मंजिल नहीं, स्टेप ही कहूँगा, एक स्टेप ऊपर गए हैं। तो कल रात को जो भी रिपोर्ट्स आए हैं, जैसे कहा जा रहा है कि पाकिस्तान की तरफ से उन्होंने कई सारे ड्रोन्स का इस्तेमाल किया है और जैसलमेर जो कि पूरा दक्षिण तरफ है, आगे कश्मीर में भी जहां उनको मौका मिला है एयरपोर्ट्स को टारगेट किया है, तो इससे ज़रूर हम एक स्टेप आगे बढ़े हैं। साथ साथ भारत का भी रिस्पांस रहा है। पाकिस्तान के मीडिया के रिपोर्ट्स के मुताबिक कहा जा रहा है कि लाहौर तक पहुंचा है। तो इस वक्त मैं कहूँगा कि सिचुएशन जो है काइनेटिक कहते हैं, और देखना है कि दोनों देशों के बीच में क्या राजनीतिक निर्णय होगा, यानी कि अंत में ये जो हुआ है पहलगाम के बाद ऑपरेशन सिंदूर भारत की तरफ से, वो एक राजनीतिक निर्णय है। परंतु इसमें ये जो एसिमेट्री है वो इस प्रकार का है कि पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो निर्णय लिया जाता है वो पाकिस्तान का फौज, खास स्थल सेना, वो रावलपिंडी में लिया जाता है, और पारंपरिक रूप से यही माना जाता है कि पाकिस्तान का जो फौज है, जो आईएसआई है, वो दहशतगर्दी गुटों को समर्थन देते हैं। तो जड़ वहां पे है। तो इसलिए ये एक प्रकार का तनाव है कि भारत चाहता है कि पाकिस्तान की फौज जो है वो दहशतगर्दी गुटों से समर्थन देना बंद करें। और ये केवल भारत नहीं, मैं कहूँगा कि पाकिस्तान के नागरिक भी चाहते हैं, पाकिस्तान के कई सारे पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स भी चाहते हैं, कई बार कहा गया है, और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समुदाय भी यही चाहता है कि एक न्यूक्लियर वेपन केपेबल स्टेट जो
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India (ICAI) has postponed its final intermediate and post-qualification examination scheduled from May 9 to 14, 2025, citing the tense and security situation in the country as the reason. Approximately 158,044 students, including 55,666 for final exams and 102,378 for intermediate exams, were affected by this decision. The ICAI has assured students that revised dates will be announced soon and advised that to regularly check the official website for updates. The CA Foundation exam set to begin on May 15 will proceed as planned. Student safety remains the utmost priority for ICAI, prompting the deferment of all remaining papers under the ongoing exam cycle. The Kempegaura International Airport in Bengaluru has advised passengers to arrive at least 3 hours prior to their scheduled flight departures due to enhanced security measures implemented nationwide. The advisory comes amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, prompting the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security (BCAS) to mandate secondary ladder point checking for all flights, ban visitors at terminal buildings, and enhance overall security. Passengers are recommended to check with their airlines for updated information to assure a smooth check-in security and boarding experience. The airport has thanked travelers for their understanding and cooperation during this period of heightened security measures. Residents in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district has praised the Indian Army for intercepting and neutralizing drones that intruded from across the border, causing panic in the region. The drone intrusions were reported near Jammu, Samba, Kathua, Udhampur districts, prompting immediate military action. Authorities have ordered the temporary closure of schools and colleges in Doda and other affected areas as a precautionary measure. Locals condemned the Army's swift response, with one resident saying India is technically equipped to adequately respond to attacks, and another adding, "We salute the brave soldiers for protecting them and stopping terrorist attacks."
मैं इस तरह से कहना चाहूंगा कि भारत की जय होगी हमेशा, क्योंकि जो भी अनासर भारत को तोड़ने की कोशिश करेंगे उसमें वो कभी भी कामयाब नहीं होंगे। भारत वो पुराना वाला भारत नहीं है जो 1960 या 1965 या 1971 में था। वो आज उसको मुंह तोड़ जवाब देंगे। टेक्निकली हम लोग बहुत साउंडेड हैं और डिजिटली भी हम लोग बहुत साउंड है। आपने देखा होगा,
देखिए जिस तरह से रात को जम्मू एयरपोर्ट पे और कई जगहों पे पाकिस्तान की तरफ से गोला बारूद हुआ और आपने देखा कि इंडियन आर्मी ने बहुत मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया। और जिस तरह से जम्मू यूनिवर्सिटी में भी देखा गया कि वहाँ पे जो 2 ड्रोन थे उनको भी वहाँ से डिफ्यूज़ किया गया। और जम्मू एयरपोर्ट पे बहुत सारी मिसाइल्स रात को, और पूरे जो लोग थे जम्मू के वो बहुत दहशत में आ गए थे, जिसके कारण ना जम्मू में ब्लैकआउट, तुरंत वहाँ पे एक ब्लैकआउट किया गया। और जितने भी इंडिया फोर्सेज है, इंडियन आर्मी है और जितने भी बेल्ट फोर्सेज हैं, उन्होंने मुँह तोड़ जवाब दिया पाकिस्तान को और पूरी जो हमारी मिसाइल थी उनको डिफ्यूज़ किया गया।
भारतीय सेना ने बड़े अच्छे तरीके से जम्मू संभाग का डिफेंस किया। इसमें इंडियन एयरफोर्स ने या फिर इंडियन एयर डिफेंस जो है, जिसमें S-400 की बात चल रही है, या फिर आकाश जो डिफेंस है, तो बहुत अच्छे तरीके से जम्मू का डिफेंस हुआ है। हमें गर्व है अपनी भारतीय सेना पे, इंडियन डिफेंस फोर्सेस, जो भी लोग ऐसे अनगिनत लोग हैं जो जम्मू को संभाल रहे हैं और जो आतंकी हमला हो रहा है इसे रोक रहे हैं, ऐसे सभी वीरों को हमारी तरफ से नमन है।
मैं इस तरह से कहना चाहूंगा कि भारत की जय होगी हमेशा, क्योंकि जो भी अनासर भारत को तोड़ने की।
Locals in Jammu and Kashmir Poonch district are backing the Indian government's Operation Sindoor and demanding decisive action against Pakistan's aggression, which has resulted in several deaths in the region this week. Former MLC Pradeep Sharma has appealed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to avenge the deaths and take back Pakistan-occupied Kashmir (POK). The people of Poonch has extended their support to the Indian Army and government, emphasizing their commitment to national unity and integrity. They expect strong retaliation against Pakistan shelling, which has caused destruction and claimed innocent lives in this region.
हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो प्रण लिया था कि पाकिस्तान को हमने सबक सिखाना है, मैं सोचता हूं कि बहुत बड़ा काम प्रधानमंत्री जी ने किया है। मैं उसके लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी को मुबारकबाद देता हूं। प्रधानमंत्री जी मुबारक के हकदार हैं, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान को सबक सिखाना बहुत जरूरी था। आज पाकिस्तान में त्राईपाम हो रहा है, पाकिस्तान आज घुटनों के बल हो गया है। पर मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से कहूंगा कि जैसे सबने कहा, कैप्टन साहब ने कहा कि ये जो हमला था, हमारी फौज ने जो हमला किया, मैं अपनी फौज को मुबारकबाद देना चाहता हूं। एक भी सिविलियन के साथ पाकिस्तान में ऐसी घटना नहीं हुई। उन्होंने मिलिटेंट जो कैंप थे उनको उड़ाया गया। आज प्रधानमंत्री जी से कहूंगा कि ये जो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक हुई, आपने ये जो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक की, ये जाएं यहीं पर बंद ना करें। हमारे जो लोग शहीद हुए हैं इनका बदला जो है आप ऐसा बदला लें कि पाकिस्तान, ये जो पीओजे के है, जो आजाद कश्मीर जिसको वो पाकिस्तानी बोलते हैं, जिसको हम गुलाम कश्मीर बोलते हैं, उस पूरे के पूरे को हमारा वो अविंग अंग है, उसको पूरे के पूरे को पाकिस्तान को जो पीओजे के वो ले और लेकर जो है ये हमारा बदला जो है वो पूरा करें। जो
The Odisha Congress organized a Tiranga Yatra in Bhubaneswar to uplift the spirits of India's armed forces, with OPCC President Bhakta Charan Das leading the march from Ram Mandir Square to Master Canteen Square. Carrying the tricolour, participants raised slogans in support of the armed forces, showcasing solidarity and respect. Thus emphasized the Congress Party's unwavering support for the government in the fight against terrorism, stating, "Our forces are working to eliminate terrorists once and for all, and we stand with them." The event was attended by senior Congress leaders including Ajay Kumar Lalu, Ramachandra Kadam, Ramesh Jaina and Sophia Firdaus. This Tiranga Yatra follows a blood donation camp organized by the Congress to honor soldiers, further demonstrating their support. Tripura Motha Party founder and royal scion of Tripura, Pradyot Kishore Manikya Debarma, has expressed strong support for the government of India and the Indian Armed Forces in response to Pakistan's actions. He described Pakistan as a home ground for terrorists and criticized elements in Bangladesh for allegedly fueling anti-India sentiment. Pradyot praised the Indian military for giving a befitting reply to Pakistan and emphasized unity against terrorism, stating, "We are Indians. I may be Tripura and I am proud of it. As the Tripura Motha Party, we stand with the government of India and the Indian Army." He also warned Bangladesh, saying, "Baap baap hota hai aur bachon ko baap se darna chahiye," which translates to "A father is a father and the child should be afraid of his father," implying India's dominant regional position. Sikkim is gearing up to commemorate its 50th statehood anniversary with grand celebration throughout May 2025, marking a golden jubilee in its history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is anticipated to attend the commemorative events, which will highlight the state's rich cultural heritage and signature hospitality. In preparation, the government has appealed to tourism-related establishments including hotels, restaurants, homestays and travel agencies to showcase Sikkim's vibrant culture by decorating premises with colorful lighting and floral arrangements, hoisting the national flag and maintaining high standards of cleanliness and welcoming atmosphere for visitors. Although specific dates from the Prime Minister's visits are not detailed, key events like the Sikkim at 50 Golden Jubilee Conclave are scheduled for May 13, 2025. Sikkim Statehood Day is set to be celebrated on May 16, 2025, marking 50 years since it became India's 22nd state in 1975. India's air defense system successfully thwarted a Pakistani drone attack attempt on several cities in western India late Thursday into Friday. This development comes amid heightened tensions between the two nations, with both countries engaging in retaliatory measures. Meanwhile, in a separate incident in Tripura Sabrum South District, villagers arrested 11 Bangladeshis, including 3 men, 4 women and 4 children, who allegedly gathered in an abandoned house to cross into Bangladesh. These Bangladeshis were handed over to the police and BSF personnel. This India-Pakistan conflict has sent a series of military exchanges, including drone strikes and artillery fire, resulting in civilian casualties on both sides. A Delhi court has postponed the hearing in the National Herald money laundering case involving Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi to May 21 and 22. The case, filed by Enforcement Directorate (ED) under Section 3 and 4 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act (PMLA), accuses the Gandhis and others of criminal conspiracy and money laundering related to properties worth over Rs 2,000 crore belonging to Associated Journals Limited. The delay was due to notice being served to co-accused Sam Pitrodia via alternative email ID on the day of hearing, prompting the judge to reschedule for further submission on cognizance. The Gandhis, who hold a 38% share each in Indian Young, were cautioned by the ED in the case a few years ago. Congress leaders have dismissed the allegation, stating there is no fact or truth in the matter and claim it's an attempt to harass them using agencies like the ED. India's benchmark stock market indices Sensex and Nifty plummeted in early trade on Friday due to escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, sparking fears of a wider conflict. Following Pakistan's attempted drone and missile strikes on Indian military sites, including in Jammu and Pathankot, which were thwarted by Indian authorities, the 30-share BSE Sensex tanked 424.65 points to 7910.16. While the NSE Nifty declined 144.75 points to 24.121.05. The downturn extends third stage losses, where the Sensex declined 411.97 points, 0.51% to settle at 80334.81, and the Nifty ended lower by 140.60 points, 0.58% at 27273.80. A woman was killed and 2 family members injured when Pakistani troops initiated heavy shelling in areas near the Line of Control (LOC) in Uri sector of Jammu and Kashmir's Baramulla district. The incident occurred on Thursday night, prompting the Indian Army to respond proportionately to the Pakistani aggression. The shelling targeted multiple areas including Silikot, Boniyar, Kamalkote, Mora and Jingle, causing damage to structures and forcing residents to flee. A shell hit a car near Mora, injuring 3 family members, one of whom, Nargis Begum, succumbed to her injuries at the hospital.
तो कल जब ये उड़ी में शेलिंग स्टार्ट हुई, ज़बरदस्त शेलिंग स्टार्ट हुई, तो ये मेरी भाभी जो है ये राजरवानी उड़ी में रहते हैं, तो इनने सोचा कि शेलिंग ज़्यादा हुई तो क्यों ना मैं यहाँ से निकल जाऊँ, यहाँ से बच्चों को लेकर निकल जाऊँ। तो ये यूं ही वहाँ से निकले, गाड़ी में निकले ये, तो मोहरा के मुकाम पर इनको वहाँ से शल आया, तो सीधा गाड़ी के बैक साइड में लगाओ, तो इनको कट लगा, एक यहाँ पे कट लगा, एक यहाँ पे कट लगा। तो दूसरी भाभी भी मेरी साथ थी, उनको सिर में लगी। तो वहाँ से फिर ये मोहरा चले गए, मोहरा हॉस्पिटल में चले गए, वहाँ से उन्हें रेफर किया बारामूला, लेकिन हम भी यहाँ तब तक हम भी यहाँ पहुँचे, लेकिन इनके रास्ते में डेथ हो गई थी।
कितने जख्मी भी?
जख्मी एक हुआ उसमें, तो और भी था, एक छोटा बच्चा था, उसको हार्ट की थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो गई, लेकिन वो हो गया था, ठीक हो गया था। लेकिन इनकी मौके पर ही, डॉक्टर साहब कहते हैं मौके पर ही डेथ हो गई थी वहाँ।
किस टाइम ये वाक़ा कुछ?
ये लगभग 9:30 के करीब। जी जब शेलिंग हुई तो जबरदस्त शेलिंग हुई, ऐसी शेलिंग नहीं देखी है कभी भी हमने वहाँ पर, इनने कभी नहीं देखी। तो इनने सोचा कि मैं बच्चे लेकर बारामूला की तरफ आऊँ, तो
Viewers will be back after a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching Nltv English Primetime. A statewide blackout was enforced in several districts of Punjab, including Pathankot, Amritsar, Jalandhar, Hoshiarpur and Mohali, as well as the Union Territory of Chandigarh, due to escalating tensions between India and Pakistan. The blackout, implemented as a precautionary measure, aimed to ensure citizen safety amid heightened alertness. Security forces in Jalandhar neutralized spotted drones around 11:20 p.m., while authorities in Pathankot activated air raid warning sirens and advised residents to stay indoor with lights off. The district administration of Mohali declared its jurisdiction a no-flying zone for drones and UAVs from May 8 to July 5, exempting law enforcement agencies. The development follows India's recent missile strikes on terrorist targets in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which led to Pakistan's retaliatory attempts to strike Indian military sites with drones and missiles. A bomb-like object was discovered in Kishan Ghat area of Rajasthan's Jaisalmer district on Friday morning, prompting swift action by local police and the Indian Air Force. The object, resembling parts of a drone launched by Pakistan on Jaisalmer the previous night, was found near a nursery in the Jogi colony. Police and army personnel cordoned off an area as a precautionary measure, with army experts en route to defuse the suspected explosive. Local residents Arjun Nath spotted the object and alerted authorities through Kishangat Sarpanch Representative Kalyan Ram. Fortunately, the bomb was safely removed by the army team, preventing a potential disaster. Agartala Municipal Corporation Mayor Deepak Majumdar paid tribute to Rabindranath Tagore on his birth anniversary at Rabindra Kanan in Agartala. The event was organized by the Tripura Information and Cultural Department. Majumdar garlanded and offered flowers to the marble statue of Tagore, highlighting his inspiration to India's freedom fighters and drawing parallels with the country's soldiers today who fight to protect its integrity and sovereignty. However, it's worth noting that Rabindranath Tagore's birth anniversary is typically celebrated on May 7, according to the Gregorian calendar, while in West Bengal it's observed on the 25th day of the Bengali month Boishakh. Amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda conducted a review meeting on health centers and facilities across the country, focusing on operational status and monitoring mechanisms. Meanwhile, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh reviewed the country's security situation with top military officials, including Chief of Defense Staff General Anil Chauhan and Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi, following a foiled large-scale drone strike by Pakistan. The India Army successfully repelled multiple drone attacks by Pakistan along the western border and line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, responding with force to ceasefire violations. These developments come after India's Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 terror infrastructures in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, in response to the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack. The US has chosen not to intervene in the escalating conflict between India and Pakistan, with Vice President J.D. Vance stating that the situation is fundamentally none of our business. While expressing concern over potential nuclear conflict, Vance emphasized the US will pursue diplomatic channels to encourage de-escalation. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has separately spoken with India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, urging immediate de-escalation of supporting direct dialogue between the two nations. The US has also expressed support for India's efforts in combating terrorism. Despite rising tensions, both countries have shown restraint, with India's military successfully intercepting Pakistani missile attempts and drones. The situation remains volatile, while investors with markets and closely watching developments. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has called for immediate de-escalation in the rising tensions between India and Pakistan, following a series of intense exchanges between the two nations. Rubio separately spoke with India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, emphasizing the need for calm and encouraging direct dialogue to improve communications. He expressed condolences for the 26 civilians killed in the Pahalgam terror attack and reaffirmed U.S. commitment to working with India against terrorism. Rubio also urged Pakistan to take concrete steps to end support for terrorist groups and to cooperate in investigating the Pahalgam attack. During the call, Sharif reaffirmed Pakistan's resolve to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity, while both sides agreed to stay in touch.
This morning, Secretary Rubio spoke with Pakistani Prime Minister Sharif and Indian External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. In both calls, the Secretary emphasized the need for immediate de-escalation and called for an end to the violence. He expressed U.S. support for direct dialogue between India and Pakistan and encouraged continued efforts to improve communications. This morning, Secretary Rubio spoke with
This is all for Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.